What's up, family? This is Reggie Ray. I'm your host here at the What's Up podcast here in Inglewood, Chicago. We are Urban Prep. I have two alumni. I'm so excited, fired up. We got two alumni from Urban Prep that have come back to give back to the ARC students. I have Mr. Harris on one hand, Mr. Chapman over here. Awesome. So we're going to be here today. We're going to tell you how we do it and show you where we came from and where we are. This is the What's Up podcast. I am Reggie Ray, your host, and we believe.
Welcome to the Urban Prep Academy's podcast, the What's Up podcast.
We believe investing in our future. We believe in making no excuses. We believe show kindness and respect. We believe in Urban Prep.
And now, the What's Up podcast.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen out there in the world. We are Urban Prep. I am your host here, Reggie Ray, at the What's Up podcast. I have two graduating young men who have graduated from Urban Prep, gone on through college, finished school, and have come back to give back and are doing their thing. I have a Mr. Harris and a Mr. Chapman. I am Reggie Ray here at the What's Up podcast in Chicago, Illinois, and Inglewood, Urban Prep Academies. And we are here to tell you how we do it, because we do it organically.
There we go.
Yep.
What's up, fellas? How we doing today?
Man, doing great, brother. Happy Tuesday.
Happy
Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday.
Tuesday, Wednesday, we here. It's
We
Wednesday.
here, baby. Come on.
Days are blending in on you, huh, Mr.
Yes,
Chapman?
sir. Yes,
Been
sir.
going hard with the kids?
Yes, sir. Yes,
That's
sir.
what's up.
My seniors getting their red and gold ties, so that's been good to see. They were freshmen when I first came in, so it's always good.
Awesome to see that
full circle.
growth, isn't it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Mr. Chapman, tell us about what you do at Urban Prep.
Urban Prep. I'm the dean of students at the Bronzeville campus.
Mr. Harris.
I'm the social emotional learning specialist. We call it Pride Teacher at Urban Prep.
Awesome. And I am the civics teacher here at Inglewood. Mr. Harris, tell me more about what you do.
So pretty much social emotional learning, is definitely needed in our community with our black boys. So pretty much my goal is to mold them and to help them along the journey as far as being young black men in the city of Chicago.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Go into what you do. Tell us about it.
Me, dean of students. I started as a substitute teacher at Urban Prep. Moved up from a substitute teacher, paraprofessional, to a pride teacher, what Mr. Harris does, and to a dean of students right now. So make sure the students coming on time, make sure they properly dress, make sure young man knows respects and accountability. That's it.
That's it. So
Indeed.
bringing that in, one of the things that we instill in our kids is something we call shy.
Yep.
Now, that's our culture, our history, and our identity. Go into it a little bit, Mr. Chapman. Tell me how that influenced you and brought you to the point you are today as a man.
For sure. The culture at Urban Prep is one of a kind. Like you said in the beginning, is very organic. We've been doing social and emotional before it became a topic or a hot word that's used now. So through that social and emotional learning, for sure, we became better men. I became a better athlete, became a better brother to my classmates and et cetera. So
I want you to hone in on the CHI, the shy that we push in community every morning. Some of the things that we do in Urban Prep is not done anywhere else.
correct.
You know what I mean? Our whole rapture of what we do. Let's start with our morning, right? We come in as a community, literally a community. We bring everybody together in the school building.
Yes, sir.
So let's go into that, Mr. Harris. Tell me your experiences with that. We're going to start off with the shy, culture, our history, our identity.
Well, just starting off with community is basically its first period for our young men and ourselves as teachers. We all link up in the auditorium, and we do a lot of things that serves to get our day started. As far as just like we have activities, but we do a lot of specific things to get us started. We applaud each other.
So we also have a thing about gold ties. So our ties are exceptional. It's a whole nother part of that organic piece. We can
sure.
take this whole organic thing and run it like it's a whole Thanksgiving dinner. So we're gonna start with the ties, right? That's the beginning, right? So we got red ties, we got gold ties, we got striped ties.
Yeah.
Go ahead and tell me about what those ties mean.
So-
Start with the red tie. That's the first one. When you were a freshman, go
Yep.
back when you were a freshman.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to dial it back.
Okay.
You got to go back some
Yeah,
years,
go back
a
a
little
little
bit.
time.
Go back a little bit. And
Indeed.
tell me how that was and what that was like for you.
Well, that was cool. So pretty much freshmen come in with just their white T-shirts. So we have to get our blazers and our red ties. But that just pretty much solidifies you as an urban prep man, just getting that red tie and that blazer.
But you got to earn it. What do you have to do to get your tie?
Y'all go through freshman
You
academy.
gotta go freshman academy to get that red
And
tie.
what do you have to read?
Yup, that creed.
That creed.
What?
You gotta know that
Know that
creed.
creed.
What you
know
gotta
that
do?
creed.
You gotta know that creed.
Gotta
What you got to
believe.
do? You got to what?
You gotta believe for sure.
Yes, sir.
For sure.
Every young man must know the urban prep creed before they get their red tie first. Then we have Convocation, which is an event that every freshman at urban prep goes through. And after Convocation, they
Wait a minute. Let's not glaze over that convocation.
You right?
I had some guys in here earlier, and he said that was something to him that was
No, it's special.
awesome. And as a new teacher, someone who came into urban prep just to coach basketball, had no idea of the culture or the history, I was thrown back from it. I was mad. I was like, man, I want to go back to school.
Right.
And I want to have my convocational. How come I didn't have one in my school? You know what I mean?
I'm with you.
So, Mr. Chapman,
Yep.
just take us back and kind of open us up to your experience and how it was for you.
Man, Convocation, it was actually at this campus here at Inglewood. We had all the brothers here. We split off into our prides. We met all the staff and teachers that's in the building. I just remember Convocation being big because we had 2 campuses.
Yeah.
So that was the first year of 2 campuses of urban prep. And after that, man, I still got the picture. You know what I'm saying? I still got the picture of me down in my blaze on. So it's definitely a very special moment. This year, currently, I have a freshman cousin that's at the Brownsville campus. So it was special, seeing him get his blazer. I was there to put his blazer on. And,
Right, because you was relative, so that's something they do.
Exactly, indeed. So
do.
another thing we do, if we have a younger brother, older brother that's in urban prep, we invite that brother to Convocation to make sure brothers get their blazers. So it's a big family thing for sure.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's a great experience. And for someone who was looking out, I'm part of the family now. Thank you for having me.
Yes, sir.
But looking from the first time seeing it, it takes you, man. It does. It
Indeed.
touches you.
Man,
It's
it's
an
a
awesome
lot
thing.
of parents and grandparents come through. It's definitely a special. It's like a freshman graduation.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Indeed.
We're gonna let the world know what we do at
Yes,
Urban
sir.
Prep, because we do it different, and we do it an organic way that builds our young men up to be successful in this world.
Absolutely.
Now that leads us. Let's go into our creed.
Okay. Sheesh.
Man, we
Man.
believe, right?
We believe.
Isn't it awesome or what?
Man.
So I teach history, right?
Okay.
So this whole concept of a creed is not new. The Egyptians had it. They had a philosophy called Mayat.
There you go.
Same concept. When you're taking care of your community, you live with integrity. You honor your brothers and your sisters. It's a community.
Yes, sir.
So this, and when I read that, man, I had to explain. I said, kids, look. I said, it's right here in our lines.
Yep.
And I showed it to them. I said, this is what our people were doing 4,500 years ago.
Djembe drums.
Yeah. Oh, we didn't talk about that. Goes back to community, right? We're beating the drums because why? Because our ancestors in Africa would beat the drums to bring everybody together.
Yes, sir.
Oh, man, it's deep,
No,
right?
it's deep.
We're going, well, without we all the way up.
Let's go.
All right, so we talked about the creed. How many lines in the creed?
Ooh. 14?
I think so.
14?
Come on.
I don't know. You got me.
14?
14 lines in the creed.
Might be 14?
I'll take 14. We'll fact check it later. We'll
Yeah,
take
you got to
14.
fact check that one.
But that creed
Look,
is
I
awesome.
know it.
And people out there that's listening to this is what we do.
Yes, sir.
And see, and what I taught my kids, and I'll tell you something else I did. I tried to inspire my kids to develop their own personal creed because a positive affirmation is what that is, and that is huge in setting your foundation and manifesting what you want in life.
Yep.
You did that.
Man, so it's awesome. No one does it but us.
Absolutely.
Who? Nobody does it but us. What they know. So we got a couple things else we do.
Come on.
Right? So let's talk about on to next. We talked about the ties. We talked about convocational. That's your freshman year.
Oh, we even talk about the Christmas assembly. Freshman academy and convocation is in September.
Right.
We still got Thanksgiving that we do. Not
Yep.
Thanksgiving, but
Talk about the Christmas.
Black Soul Food.
Black
that
Soul
we do.
Food.
Black Soul Food.
We do that at Bronzeville. Every student gets a home cooked meal. So for Thanksgiving. For Christmas, we got the winter assembly. Every student at Urban Prep gets a present for Christmas. So the freshmen, they get hats. The sophomores get hoodies. My juniors, they get their vest, their Urban Prep vest.
Yeah.
And my seniors, they get Urban Prep jackets, they senior jackets,
Yeah.
So, Even that's special.
Yeah, you talking about the sport jacket?
Yeah, the sport jacket.
Yeah, they
Yup.
gave me one. I got one.
There you go.
I got
There you
one,
go.
dog. I
So
got
he
one.
got his.
I got a red one. You know I love that red, right?
We in February, so we got our Black History Month showcase
Okay.
at the end of February, I believe.
Coming up a couple weeks.
Coming up a couple of weeks. Yeah, got brothers signed up for that. Each department doing their own thing, so it's fresh, man. It's live.
That's what's up. Ladies and gentlemen, if you just tuned in, you are here with Reggie Ray and two graduates from Urban Prep who've come back to teach and give back. Here at Urban Prep Academies in Chicago, Illinois, we have two campuses, one in Bronzeville, the historic land of Bronzeville, and here in Inglewood. We are Urban Prep, and this is the What's Up podcast here with Reggie Ray and two great people, young men, Mr. Harris and Mr. Chapman.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much. So we talked about the creed. Now let's talk about on to the next.
Yep.
Okay.
On to the next. I'm gonna start with you, Mr. Harris.
Yep. So just everything we talking about is just celebration and love. You know, just being at a all boys school full of young men that look like color. Just coming from Chicago, the South Side, we don't really see love in our community, right? Young men or just men overall are we known as being aggressive or mad or angry. So just the culture here is all about love and celebrating us. So that's the biggest thing. So, but specifically on to the next one is to celebrate that you have got accepted into a 4-year university or college as a senior. So, and you going on to the next one. So, right. So you going from high school going on to the next as far as to college. So that's what that's all about.
Now, listen, I want to paint this picture for those out there that's listening. On to the next is a big deal. Everybody comes into the auditorium, and you get your name called, but you don't know who it is because first we list all the universities that you have been accepted to,
Yep.
and then they call your name. Everybody cheers you on. So you just got to imagine that. You know what I mean?
No,
you out there listening. You gotta be there. You gotta see it.
No, it's
something
crazy.
different.
It's big.
Just to even see the same traditions, because the tradition that was birthed from on to the next one is you carry your classmate to the stage.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
Yep.
And I was in high school 10 years ago.
Yep.
They still doing it today. Like
Oh, yeah.
no one taught them that. It's just been shown over the years, so it kind of get adapted through the campuses and et cetera. So
And see when what the kids told me when they were freshmen and they saw it, they couldn't wait.
can't wait.
It like plants that seed in the child and it grows and they want that. You know what I'm saying? They want their day.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Man, on to next is great.
For sure.
But now, what I understand, the school's trying to like bite this. I wonder if we can
Copyright this song.
Yeah, what's the attorney's called with when you have something in your mind, you
patent
want nobody to steal it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we need to get one of those lawyers because they want to take our signing day. I mean, now that's this right here, ladies and gentlemen. If you're listening, you just got to close your eyes and imagine. If you've been in Chicago, we got a Daily Center. It's a big outside facility where they do whatever. You can have different festivals and things. Where we take it and we put a stage up right across the street from the great City Hall of Chicago, and we have all the schools, all the students out, parents and everybody, and the kids get to come up, put their hat on of the school that they've decided to choose.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
Tell us about your experience, Mr. Harris, when that day was there for you. I got to tell you before you say anything. First time I went, I wanted to go get me a hat. Get up there, man. Tell me about it.
Man, it was crazy. It was crazy. It's just the atmosphere. It just felt like, of course, us as men, we love sports, right? We love sports.
Yeah.
And I remember LeBron being traded that year. Okay. So taking his talents to South Beach. So I remember like when I get my mind, I'm taking my talents to wherever I'm going.
Where'd you go?
I went to Beloit College though. That's where I went. I went to Beloit College.
Stand on. You enjoyed it?
Yeah, it was an experience. It was an experience. I'm thankful for where I went. I got a lot of scholarships, but they ended up giving me the most money. Right.
Okay.
And I ended up with one of my brothers that he works with now, and another brother that he led us there. He graduated in 2012. But my experience was crazy. It's just the celebration and the hope. Regardless of what we go through at this school, we still got to go home, right? And a lot of these young men, they that college thing and that who you think you are and all that. I didn't have that experience personally, but I know a lot of these young men do, and they talk to me about it. But that's just a moment to have another thing to look forward to. Like, this is real. Like, I'm really going to college. Like, this is something to celebrate at the Daily Center. This is monumental place.
Oh, man.
It was crazy.
I'm looking forward to it this year. The weather just got to be right.
Yeah, it's
Man.
cold or it's hot.
Oh, man. Chicago.
Is it cold
That's
or
how it
hot?
go.
Yeah.
Mr. Chapman,
Yes, sir.
tell us about your experience.
Mine was great because I actually still have a picture. My mom came because she worked downtown, close to the Daily Center, so she came and just, showed some support.
Absolutely.
So that day was definitely humbling because even the hat that I put on wasn't the hat that I attended. So it was like you still have to go through
Right.
processes, you know what I'm saying,
yeah.
seeing what's good for you, seeing what's best for you. So even in that, it was a teaching moment, you know what I'm saying? It's never over until it's never done until it's done.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So like you can pick a college today, but tomorrow
Might
a different
change your
school
mind,
might give you
something
more
might
money.
come.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
just using my experience and telling young men like this how life works. You know what I'm saying? This how life works. This how you mold yourself. Like
Right.
never get too comfortable. You know what I'm saying?
But
Enjoy
it's-
the moment.
But it was still a great experience.
Great experience. The best.
This is Urban Prep.
Yes, sir.
This is the What's Up podcast.
Come on.
And we're here with Mr. Chapman and Mr. Harris.
Come on.
Who attended Urban Prep.
Yep.
Graduated from Urban Prep.
Yep.
Went on to college. And what they do, they came
back.
back.
Yes,
For
sir.
what? To give back to our kids.
Come on.
I'll take that one. Hey, listen, this is the What's Up podcast. This is how we do it, all right?
Sir.
We organic about it.
Come on.
It's
Yep.
real. We're here in Chicago, in Inglewood,
Yep.
serving our kids,
Come on.
Yep.
making them better, growing them. It's a fabulous thing. One of the things that we do here is the 4 R's, right?
Yep.
Let's step into that a little bit.
Okay.
How did that mold you as a young man when you were here? And then I'm a 2-part question. How did that mold you? And how did you receive it? And then now, as a teacher, how do you get the kids to accept it and buy into it?
That's crazy because we were just talking about this in class today. But man, yep, the 4 R's are definitely relationships, respect, responsibilities, and rituals. So just the tradition and the rituals that I learned here, just the sayings, the creed. To be on time is to be
On
early.
time. Come on.
Man,
Come on.
It's easy to be ordinary.
it takes courage to excel. To excel
we
what?
must
Be
to
on
be on
time.
time.
That's
That
life.
was big.
Man,
That was big.
I love it. I call my son.
That's life,
I know
man.
he got to get up at 8 and be at class. I got a boy.
Yeah.
I text him.
be
I
on
hit him
time.
with that.
Got
You
to.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, he be like, oh, all right, Dad, all right. Because it's motivating. I use it. No, I set my watch 5 minutes early. I get up 30 minutes early so I can get here early.
Come on.
Like, I want to get here early, man.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean?
That's so big with just those 4 different dynamics. I could talk all day about that, just
Hey,
just
we ain't got what time? What?
the
It's snowing
rituals,
outside, dog. We got
responsibility,
time.
respect,
Yeah.
relationships. Just the respect for your brother. The respect for your teachers. It's just so much that I learned at Urban Prep that I take on and I still implement into my life today.
So real quick, tie those 4 R's into the social and emotional learning.
Man, that's everything.
you have to
That's
deal with
everything.
kids. Tie that in. Expand on that for the
Man,
listeners.
it's so powerful about what we offer here at Urban Prep because you're not going to find another high school that's actually taking the time to teach kids about social emotional learning. We as African Americans, this is what we deal with. We need therapy. We need counseling. We need to know about our society, about how to learn about our emotions. So that's everything: rituals, relationships, respect, and responsibility. So it's such a broad topic. It's just so much we can talk about within those 4 things.
That's awesome. Mr. Chapman,
Yes, sir.
tell me about when you're a dean, so kids getting out of box or out of bounds.
Yes, sir.
And how do you take the 4 R's and relate that to discipline and restructuring or re-guiding the kid, redirecting the kid?
So like I tell my students every day, my philosophy is accountability and respect. So respect is one of the 4 R's. Relationship is one of the 4 R's. They have to know their responsibility as a student as well as a young black man. I understand as young black men, we feel entitled. You know what I'm saying? Our emotions get the best of us. We don't, I guess, receive love from men the way we're supposed to or the way we should. You know what I'm saying? Teaching my young men what love looked like.
Man, I was just talking to a parent about that today.
You see what I'm saying?
Talking to it because we were talking about the discipline of the child
Yeah.
and redirecting them. And he's like, man, my boy is 17, 18. We can't as men. I don't know if you have children, but I have a child. I have a young man, and he gets to a certain age. I mean, he's 5, 6, 7. You might have to put your hands on him, spank him, or whatever, get him in line. But once they become a young man, you don't want to do that because you're sending the wrong message, telling them that I love you. So love is supposed to beat on me.
Correct.
No,
Correct.
you know what I mean?
Correct.
Yeah.
So just getting them to see first, like this love is have no boundaries. correct?
Unconditional.
But I also tell them this: I can love you, but also not give you what you want. You understand what I'm saying? Love has its own type of spectrum.
Sometimes it's tough.
Sometimes it's tough. You understand what I'm saying? I don't love you like your mother loves you, but I love you. I have love for you, and I want to see you do good. That's it. That's my job. You see what I'm saying? I can't love you as a parent because I'm not your parent.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So you need to understand this type of love, tough love that you're getting from me because it's going to hold you accountable. It's going to help you build relationships. It's going to help you learn what respect looks like. You understand what I'm saying? So that's how I tie in the 4 R's to my philosophy for sure.
That's good.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
That's good stuff. After you graduated,
Yep.
you guys went to school.
Yep.
There's a program we have where we reach out.
Alumni program.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about that. Expand on that for the listeners.
Yeah, so alumni program was first with I remember Mr. Cameron Barnes. He was the first graduating class. He went to U of I. He now works for like the Obama Foundation or something like that, right? Shout out to him. But I remember Mr. Barnes. I remember being kicked out of Youngstown for grades, right? My first semester. I ended up in JUCO in Minnesota somewhere. Mr. Barnes reached out to me. You know, asked me how I'm doing, everything okay, grades good, like what do you need, are you coming back, and et cetera. So just having the alumni program as a resource for someone checking on me, make sure I'm straight. Hearing a brother that I shared the same hallways with, you know what I'm saying, now hold this position, checking on me, make sure I'm straight.
I get goosebumps you saying that. Like I can think about the times I was in school and I didn't have that.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
Correct.
I didn't have that. All I had was my mama.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, man, like the world needs to know that. You know, like they need to know what Urban Prep does.
Indeed.
That's like next level.
Indeed.
Not only do we make sure 100% of our kids get accepted, but no, after they're in school, we're there with a lifeline.
Yes, sir.
Like that is huge.
That's big.
Tell us about it. Well, your experience in school.
Man,
how did that relate with you?
I had a similar experience actually, but it serves as a network. You know, it serves as a network. This is a foundation. This is a corporation. This is a brotherhood. So you know, every holiday, you know, they have an alumni event. So you know, as far as in high school, you only know the 4 years that you know. You know the people that you went to school with. But now you get to come to this Urban Prep alumni event. So once you for instance, I graduated in 2013. Now I get to meet brothers that came after me.
Right.
You know,
and before you.
and before me, right? So, but for my personal experience with it, you know, Urban Prep saved me. You know, Urban Prep saved me. It was a resource for me. I ended up getting dismissed from college as well. After my junior year, just wasn't making the right decisions. As far as academics, just being a kid. You know, still being a kid
19,
wasn't really.
20,
19 wasn't really going into that adulthood and being a man yet. Right. So I reached out. You know, and they specifically Mr. Boyd, you know, shout out to Mr. Boyd, but I spent a lot of time with him, you know, came to the headquarters, we set a game plan in place, you know, and we put it in force.
See?
And it worked.
See what I'm saying?
I got back in school, I got my scholarship back, and God is good, I finished.
See? That's what's up, man.
You ready for it?
Hey, this is Reggie Ray. This is the What's Up podcast. We are here in Chicago repping Urban Prep. We have 2 alumni here telling us about the fantastic things they have done and are doing here at Urban Prep. I am Reggie Ray. I'm your host. I have Mr. Chapman and Mr. Harris here, and we are Urban Prep, and we believe.
Let's go.
With that being said, tell us a little bit about what you see yourself doing here with Urban Prep going down the line. Talk to us about it, Mr. Harris. First, you.
At first, it's just sharing love, you know, just within my background as I'm a sociology major, and it just so happened that I was put in place to be the SEL instructor, aka the pride teacher. My goal is to pour into them. My goal is to pour into them, educate them. You know how education goes. We have a lot of educators out there that really don't pour into our kids. You know,
right.
So that's my biggest thing. You know, it's draining, but I love it.
Man,
you know, I pour into them. My goal is to keep pouring into them. Love, education,
else, ain't he?
and guidance for sure.
Oh my God,
yeah, God's good.
Yeah, man. Tell me about you. What you feel, Chapman?
For sure.
Going forward?
This year, for me, being a father of a 6-year-old, going into my next child for sure.
Talk about it.
Just patience. having patience with my young man, understanding where they coming from, but also knowing where they come from. You understand what I'm saying? I have a great relationship with all parents. That's in my school. I'm sorry, that trust us, that young man. Is great to have parents reach out to you on a regular basis. Yeah, does it get frustrating and et cetera? It can be. You're on your weekends and they calling you. It's after hours and they calling you. However, just knowing that they have an outlet at the school that they trust and know, and that they know
Chapman,
they can call. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I got to
It's
tell you
great.
something, brother. You're doing something special.
Appreciate you, brother.
I'm telling you, listen, ain't nobody, you doing something special, bro.
Appreciate you, brother.
Man, that is awesome. They reaching out to you.
No, that's important.
Because you
man.
doing something special, man.
That's important, man. Having that relationship with parents is my philosophy again.
And I'm gonna take a page out your book, and I was just talking to someone this weekend, and I said the next thing I need to do to improve myself is start calling parents.
Yep.
Hold on. When the students do something good.
Good, yes, sir.
Absolutely.
You know,
Yes, sir.
And I started yesterday. I called the kid's parent because this young man. Shouts out to Mr. Johnson, Jay Johnson. He's just been exceptional.
Yes, sir.
Coming in the class, sitting down, being locked in. If he's not finished, asking to stay, getting it done right. Just the presentation, just being locked in, man.
Yeah, that's the flowers, man. That's the flowers. Once you just today, one of my students, shout out to Mr. Anderson, one of my juniors, beginning of the year, suspension. Just wasn't doing what's asked of him. You understand what I'm saying? He's been on the up and up. I talked to his teachers. They praise him. You know what I'm saying? They saying, oh, I'm coming in the classroom like, yeah, Dion, I don't know about Mr. Anderson and this and that. They like, no, he good, he doing great. That's shocking me. You see what I'm saying? Because I only see what I see sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely wrote him a gold tie, and he got it today. But I had to pull him to the side and tell him, like, you know what I'm saying, I'm proud of you. Like, I see you. I might not tell you all the time. You know what I'm saying? You might not get the accolades, but I wrote that for you. You know what I'm saying? I just want you to know I see you, and I'm proud of you. You know what I'm saying? So it's always those the flowers that I want. You know what I'm saying? Students turning around and doing something good for themselves. You know what I'm saying? Not for me.
That's awesome.
So for sure.
Absolutely.
What skills do you think that you've developed to really help you with the kids every day?
Man, like Mr. Chapman said, patience. Definitely patience. I have a young girl myself. I have a 4-year-old daughter. It's tough. It's tough, man. But it's teaching me patience. You know, like we come in as educators. We come in with our baggage. We come in with our mess, our life. Right. We have a life outside of teaching. Right. And these students, they have a life outside of being students. Right. So it just teaches me to have the patience and more understanding. And when I do that, and I sit down and let me not fight fire. Let me sit down and let me breathe.
Right.
Let me see what's going on with him. So
yeah, that's something I do.
Yeah.
Before they come into class, I line them up and I call a temperature check.
Check in.
I look
we got to check in every day.
Man, but you'll find, I catch a few because sometimes our kids have situations, like you said, outside of school.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
You know what I mean? And you can see it sometimes. And so, I grab them, pull to the side, say, hey, man, you cool?
You can see it on their face.
Yeah,
See it, you
know what
can
I'm saying?
feel
wanna
it. You
talk
can
to
feel it,
somebody,
too.
What you need, we got you,
Yep.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Here at Urban Prep, that's what we do. We're all about
sir.
the young men, building them up, making them strong young men, well-rounded young men.
Absolutely.
We got our creed. We have all of our rituals that we do that help to formulate and build these young men.
Yeah.
That's what brought you here today. That's what motivates me every day.
Come on.
I mean, I love it.
That's
You know
good.
what I mean? And it wasn't something I set out for. It's a scary thing. And I think about it, I just think it's all God. And then
Absolutely.
to put the cap on it, what I went to school for is this.
Wow.
Is that deep?
Full circle.
And the other thing too, right? We haven't talked about it, but 100% college acceptance.
Yes, sir.
All of our students. I don't know if I dialed in on that, but let's not let that be glazed over.
No, for sure.
100%.
It's
college. Our kids are accepted in college.
It's a beautiful thing to know, like Ms. Lacewell always says, that you have an option. You know what I'm saying? It might not be the option for you, and that's fine. But to have that option, to have a acceptance letter from a college that's 300, 400 miles away, you know what I'm saying? That's an accomplishment that each and every young person should have some type of growth with. You understand what I'm saying? But it's not to be glazed over. However, I would say, are we the only school doing it? No, but we go make sure that we the school that blast it out there. You know what I'm saying? Showing that we care about young men, showing that they are doing great in this world. It's plenty of schools. Shout out to all these high schools out here that have 100% college acceptances, having students doing dual enrollment programs. Shout out to them. You know what I'm saying? I'm not taking nothing from them, but Urban Prep is going to make sure we show everyone exactly what we're doing.
And we take it a step farther, man.
Take a step further. And that's okay.
We take it a step farther.
That's
and
okay.
You all are proof of it.
Come on.
You know?
Absolutely.
When you struggled in college, who could you turn to?
Yes, sir.
Urban
Yep.
Prep.
Yep.
You know? Now, who's doing that? Are they doing that at St. Rita?
I don't know.
Are they doing that at De La Salle?
I don't know.
Are they doing that at Simeon?
I don't know.
Huh? I know we're doing it here
know we
in
doing it
Urban
here.
Prep,
Yes, sir.
in Inglewood, in Chicago, and Bronzeville.
on.
And we've been doing it now for, 19 years? We're working on 20, right? I got the number right?
Yeah,
Yep.
20
What?
coming up on 20.
We all the way up.
We all the way up.
Because we believe.
Let's
baby.
go.
Come on. It's tough.
With that being said, this is Urban Prep. I am your host. I am Reggie Ray, civics teacher here at Urban Prep. I have the pleasure to be sitting with two fabulous young men, Mr. Harris and Mr. Chapman, who graduated from Urban Prep, who've come back and given back to our kids in a fabulous way,
Thank you.
guys. Before we go, what do you have to give? What do you want to say?
About the 100%, I think I was gonna say like a lot of institutions they focus on completion, right? That'd be 7th, 8th grade, even before high school. They focus on graduating, right? Graduating class, 7th, 8th grade, graduating class from high school, graduating class from college, but is about the on to the next. We focus on something that we don't have to, right? The purpose of a high school is to get your high school diploma, period. Right, you come to high school, get a high school diploma.
Right.
But we focus on to the next and following you and seeing what you're gonna do. But like Mr. Chapman said, you have that option. You have that option to go to college. The consistency is just amazing. You know, I come back and it's the same. It's the consistency with that focus on getting these young men accepted into a 4-year university or college, and that's powerful. That's just real powerful.
Let me take it a step further. The incentives they have to do to get their red and gold ties. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like this, I believe this year or 2 years, they now make our seniors registered voters.
Yes.
That's
Dope.
big.
That's dope.
yeah.
Man. That's dope.
big.
Oh, yeah. Well, we all on it. I
That's
teach
big.
civics.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Man,
these
that's
brothers
what we
are
do.
voting. These brothers are voting before they
Yeah.
go off into college.
I
Like,
mean, my kids, man.
they have a
we just-
responsibility.
I had them write a bill. They wrote a bill against, they got these kids are making these ghost guns.
okay.
And then there's another weapon. I'm not a big weapon guy, so
Gotcha.
please forgive me. I forget the acronyms. It's LCFD or something like that, some automatic clip thing.
Okay.
But they wrote this piece of legislation that's fabulous. So I've got Senator Napoleon Harris to come up here. I want to see it.
Wow.
Oh, well, that's big, man. Congrats.
That's big.
Yeah, so
Congrats
I
to
wanna,
you.
I try every year to get someone in here so they can talk to,
sure.
see, you know what I'm saying, what they can be and what's available to them. And that civics is a whole nother branch that schools don't offer.
No,
and
sir.
it's big. And that
Yeah, it is.
points back to our creed.
Yep.
Because we have responsibility to who?
Yep.
Family.
Family,
community,
and
world.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
That's what we build here at Urban Prep
Yep.
Academies. Yes, sir. So before we go, for all those out there, we want to recite what we're proud to have as our creed. You guys ready for it?
Always, man.
Come on.
Okay, so let's give it to them in full, right? So you have a pride that you belong to.
Correct.
You have one that you belong to.
Absolutely.
I represent a pride. We're going to announce our pride, and we're going to do it.
Mr. Chapman, class of 2013, Pride of Relentlessness.
Mr. Harris, class of 2013, Pride of Integrity.
Mr. Ray, class of 2025, pride of accountability.
Yes, sir.
Let's go.
We believe.
We are the young men of Urban Prep. We are college bound. We are exceptional. Not because we say it, because we work hard at it. We will not falter in the face of any obstacle placed before us. We are dedicated, committed, and focused. We never
succumb to
succumb to
mediocrity, uncertainty,
or
Fear.
We never fail, we never give up. We make no excuses. We choose to live honestly, non-violently, and honorably. Respect ourselves. In doing so, respect all people. We have a future, we are accountable. We have responsibility to our families, community, and the world. We are brothers keepers. We believe in ourselves, we believe in each other, we believe in Urban Prep. We believe.
Let's go, baby.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I am Reggie Ray. This is the What's Up podcast here at Urban Prep Academies in Inglewood, Chicago. Our other camp is Bronzeville. We want to say thank you for listening. And remember, we are here for your children, Urban Prep Academies. Thank you so much.
That's it today for the What's Up podcast with Urban Prep Academies in Chicago. Check out our website at urbanprep.org and follow us on Instagram, Urban Prep 100. We believe.
We believe investing in our future. We believe in making no excuses. We believe show kindness and respect. We believe in urban prep.